welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Vanessa. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and you can join the fam. Today I am so happy to be here and be filming a holiday Thanksgiving look for you. This look right here screams Thanksgiving to me. I don't know why. Of course, I like to play a lot with my orangey mustard tones, but I figured not everybody likes those tones, so I wanted to keep it definitely still fall inspired, but a little bit more wearable if you are not into shimmers. So I did opt for a all matte eyeshadow look. So I envisioned this look and I thought I should create it, so that's what I'm filming today. I hope that you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also, like I said, subscribe to this channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get into today's tutorial. So I already placed brow gel in the brows. I used the Morphe one, that's my tried and true. I'm going to be applying this Jelly Pop Dew Primer by e.l.f. It's one I've been loving because it does have almost like a hydro grip feeling by Milk Makeup, but it gives me more of a dew and a glow to the face. It gives more of that nice glass skin look, but it does feel tacky, so it leaves your skin nice and supple and ready to grip onto your foundation. I don't really apply it much to my forehead because I don't really like to emphasize any texture I may be having, and right now I do have texture going on in the forehead. So moving on to foundation, this is my Rare Beauty Weightless Liquid Touch foundation. I mentioned many times how much I love this foundation because it's so lightweight, but it does give you that full coverage that you are looking for. It's a pretty solid medium and up to full coverage foundation, and we are going to apply that to the face. Let's speed this up really quick, shall we? Okay, so I think that's it for the face. We're going to apply just a little bit where I notice I need a little extra coverage, but nothing crazy. And now I'm going to even go ahead and apply, if I can find it, my concealer. So I'm going to pop on my e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, and I'm going to apply it where I want. And then I'm gonna let it sit there along with that foundation we applied. And I'm going to go ahead and take the time to apply some eye primer. So I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Prep and Prime eye primer in the shade, what shade is this? Shade 1. And I'm not gonna get so much. This is a little light for me, but I don't mind because I do like a very bright canvas to work off of. So these shadows look a lot brighter. So if you want your shadows to look a lot brighter, just go one shade up. And looks like a complete mess, but bear with me. So let me clean off my hand. Okay, let's go ahead and blend the foundation. Almost like the concealer, I like to let any extra foundation that I need to apply after the initial application, I like it to let it sit because it does give you a little bit extra coverage. Same thing with the concealer. If you want a little bit extra coverage from your concealers, just let them sit on the under eye area and they'll give you just a little bit more coverage. For powder, I'm going in with my Beauty Bakery flour powder, and I'm going to just apply just a very little small amount under the eye area. Can't even talk today. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to wipe it off or anything like that because I do want it to catch maybe any fallout that I may have as we do the eyes. So moving on to eyes, we're going to start with the fun part of this look. So taking it back, I'm going in with the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill first collab they did way back when. Not quite sure when this came out, but I know it's been a hot minute. But it has all the warm, yummy tones that we love around this time of year. Almost the time of day, but time of year. So let me go ahead and start. We are going to take a little fluffy brush. I do have a favorite eye brushes video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. But I'm taking the Morphe M441 eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be taking this nice neutral, almost leaning towards peach neutral shade, and I'm going to take that right above the crease. Anytime I go above the crease is because I like to give it that more diffused look, and also I'm trying to open up the eyelid area even more by going above the natural crease area. So that's why you see me a lot of times going above my natural crease, is because I do want to have a more wider, broader opening up that lid area. Now this is more like of a tapered brush. This has a little bit more of a pinch right there at the very base of the brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush. I'm not quite sure if they still make this brush, but I will have updated like numbers when I do my favorite brushes, and I'm going to do it affordable, so I will have probably Morphe and a mixture of drugstore. So anyways, going in with, I think we're gonna go with this nice burnt sienna almost shade right here, and here I'm going to just place it right in the crease. Let me put that down. And here I'm just placing it. I'm more like stamping it because I do want to make sure I'm getting that pigment, but I also want to blend. I will go back in with my initial brush that we just used for that first shade, and I will go back and basically blend the two together like so. So here I'm just using the brush to blend where they meet, above the crease and right at the beginning of into the crease area. I'm going to grab the primer again, but now on the back of my hand, and grab like a flat rounded edge tip brush, and here I'm just gonna go and follow the lid. You can grab quite a bit on the brush. Here, I'll show you. Quite a bit on the brush, like really get it on there. And if you want a tip for your lid area to look a lot bigger than what it actually is, look up, around, and then wherever it meets right here, you follow that shape, and that's how you get a much larger lid area, and also making your eyes look way more bigger. And then I'm gonna go back with that sienna shade because I want to make sure that I'm deepening it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go back, also softening that lid area. That's pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure it's nice, well rounded. Now I'm gonna get a little smudger flat brush like so. It could be anything similar to this. Just make sure that it's very stiff and very short, rounded at the edge again. So I'm gonna go ahead with this burnt sienna shade again, and here we're gonna basically smudge out the edge, following the outer lash line, but also bringing it out. And here, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually quite messy. Don't worry about that. We are just trying to get the shape. Like so. And then I'm gonna go back with that first shade and actually just diffuse the outer edge. And I'm going to grab a little tiny, little rounded long hair brush, and I'm going to grab a shade deeper. So maybe this shade right here. And just, you don't want to go like this. You want to go kind of like at the very tip of the brush. So the way you angle your brush into your shadow, is important here because we don't want it all over the place. And I'm just following that crease. And here I'm just deepening up a bit. And then here I'm going to bring it out even to the edge. So here I'm even winging it out a little bit with this brush, and I'm kind of creating like a little winged out shape, and then I'm going to connect it here. See that? And just really make it blend together versus looking like it's two different shades, not so blunt. So there we go. And then we're gonna go back with that orange shade and go right here above. Bringing it here towards the edge. So I wiped off all of that powder and base pretty much off my face because I do want that sharp cat eye look. So let me go ahead and finish off blending here. And then I will just go back and apply a little bit of concealer. Foundation. So you can definitely just do your eyes first. I recommend actually, but didn't think that through, so here we are. No big deal. Okay, and then here on the lid shade, I'm going to grab this very basic nude, a shade lighter and just more neutral than this shade we initially went with for the transition, and just apply that onto the empty space right there. You can definitely do a shimmer if you are feeling like it, but I do want, actually this is a little bit dark for my skin tone. So let me take the Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette and go in with this one. See if this shade right here, see if this is a little bit lighter. If not, it's okay. It's a little bit, yeah. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this one too, just to brighten it up a bit. Yeah, this is better. Clean brush. All right, so that's basically all for the first eye. For one eye, we're going to go ahead and have to work with the second eye. So I'm going to do this look onto here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back from basically creating the same look on the other eye. So here I'm going to just be bringing, here I noticed that I took it a little bit more inward with my shading. So I'm doing the same thing to this eye. So just make sure that you do match both eyes when you're creating this look, because you need to match the depth, like the color shade, since we are using like two tones in the crease and this wing liner situation. You do kind of have to go back and forth a lot and match. I didn't have to take off my base on this eye right now when I was creating this look, so that's good. I'm gonna just tone it down right here on the outer edge with a little bit of that neutral shade that we're applying on the lid. So for liner, I'm going to go ahead and use my Upswing liquid liner. This is my favorite so far. I did actually order one during the Sephora holiday event sale, so I'm going to be using that really quick. I'm not going to be creating such an intense wing because I don't want to distract or take away from the eye look. So I will be applying a tiny little wing, but just to add more drama to the look, I thought would be perfect. So here we are, going to do a little wing. All right, so that's the best it's gonna get. They are definitely sisters, not twins. But as I was applying my eyeliner, I'm like thinking, guys, I have not received my Sephora sale haul. My items have not come in. Is it the same thing with you? Are like, is shipping delayed from so many orders or what? Because I still have not received my items that I purchased during the sale. So I'm excited, but kind of bummed that they're not here yet. But so that is that for the eyes. Now let's move on to bronzer. I'm going to use and put on my Patrick Ta bronzer. I'm going to use this nice little e.l.f. putty bronzer. This is my favorite little tiny dense packing brush for cream product. So I'm going to go ahead with the cream first. Go ahead in with the cream first. Can't speak today. For blush, I'm going to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics Loose Powder Blush in the shade Loverboy. I was like, what's the shade of this? Loverboy. And I'm going to put this onto the apples right here. I love how it's like a burnt, almost leaning towards peach, but it's a little bit deeper. It has that more of that burnt undertone. So it's like a fall and winter tone of peach if you're a peach blush lover. For highlight, I'm going to take my favorite highlighter by Benefit Cosmetics. This is the shade Cookie, and it's really, really nice and intense, but a little goes a long way. I'll put a little bit on the bridge right here and a little bit on the chin, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna do the bottom lash line really quickly. So I'm just gonna grab the transition shade right here, this right here, and basically put it all over the under eye area. You can be a little messy with this because you just want to have it look nice and blown out. And then I'm going to grab my shader brush we were using earlier, and I'm going to stamp that burnt orange all along the lash line, close to the lashes, but stopping about midway. And then take that deeper shade we used for the very outer edge. And then before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and fill my brows. I did use a brow gel, like I mentioned, the Morphe brow gel, but I do like to add a little bit of more fullness just where I need it in the sparse areas and make my brow a little more defined. So I use little strokes with, this is the NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Soft Brown. So just little tiny strokes to make my brows look even fuller. And then can't forget my highlight. I do like my highlight, so you already know. I will go ahead and apply some right here. Really make the eye pop. So this is perfect if you're scared of adding a shimmer lid. You can always opt for a inner corner highlight. So it gives a little bit of shimmer, little something. Especially like if you have like mature skin, maybe you don't want so much shimmer on the lid. Definitely you can still do a nice inner corner highlight. And then here, so let's do this one. Blending brush that we used earlier, and blend the highlight with the transition shade right here so it doesn't look so blunt. Make sure you blend that out because it could look a little harsh and a little sloppy just to add a brow highlight and not blend it in. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I actually went ahead of myself and I applied my Rare Beauty mascara. This is my favorite mascara. It gives so much nice length to the lashes. And then I applied my favorite, of course, Morphe Sweet Tea liner. It's this perfect brownie nude. But I'm going to apply my Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lip in the shade Truth. This is a little bit more like cool. It's like a cool, almost nude pink. So I'm gonna apply that in the center and then diffuse it. So here we are, looking crazy, but you just get your finger and blend it into the liner. So this is the completed look for this Thanksgiving holiday look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please let me know of any other makeup tutorial that you guys would like to see from me. And I hope that this inspires you to recreate this look if you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.